Well, thank you so much. And on behalf of the entire McDermott team, we were honored and beyond thrilled to accept this award. Most of all, we want to thank Victim Rights Law Center, its staff, its volunteers for all that you do, and for the opportunity to partner with you. Without exception, these projects are ones that our lawyers will remember for the rest of their careers and the rest of our lives. Our team's work on this most recent case, I think, is a great example. Our client was 12 years old when she was raped by an adult, a stranger that she met on Snapchat. This defendant came from a wealthy family. He was well represented at trial by a team of private attorneys. He was represented on appeal by an appellate specialist, and he sought medical and mental health treatment records, Mark Fiant, spanning 36 months, 20 months before the assault and 16 months after. And he offered assertions that this child victim had a lack of control. He offered generic arguments that these mental health records would be relevant to her credibility if she testified at trial. The RLC, through its staff attorneys and a law student volunteer who did a terrific job, provided representation before the trial court. I know that was critical for our client and for her family to have someone standing with her through that process. Despite their hard work, the Superior Court issued a 2-sentence handwritten ruling granting the defendant everything he sought with no explanation and no analysis. So we were honored when the RLC selected us to help our client appeal this order. First, in an emergency petition to a single justice of the SJC, and then to defend our success there on further appeal before the full court. This was my colleague Aseret Frausto's first appellate argument. She knocked it out of the park. I think though, most of all, we were just awed by our client's bravery and her perseverance as this case dragged out over year after year. All we can do is everything we can to just help ensure that her rights as the victim are protected as she seeks justice and that we're standing with her. We've worked on a number of these. I've supervised a number of these VRLC projects at McDermott over the years, and one thing that has been universally true is that every one of them has been a tremendously rewarding opportunity for our lawyers to give real, tangible, meaningful help to someone who needs it, someone who is experiencing the worst thing or one of the worst things they'll go through in life. So we thank you again for these opportunities.